The culture of hustling has got us running non-stop. But what is the cost? My name is Mercy Adelusi, and on In Real Life, let's slow down, breathe, and find balance. Join me on this journey of redefining success and finding balance. Our topic today is finding balance in a hustle obsessed world. And I have a special guest today. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Hafsat Ogunbo.
All right, Afsat. My first question for you is: do you have a business, and what business is it?
Yes, I have businesses.
Oh, businesses.
And okay, so I used to call myself an entrepreneur. I'm a co-owner of Bemi Alase, like a catering service.
Oh,
I sell random things like girly things like scarves, cap. I'm diving into tech small, but
that's nice.
but still on
Tech
but still on it, yeah, something like that.
Okay, those are your businesses, like except from tech that you not.
Yes, there are other things, but just by the way, not something serious.
But your major one is the cooking
Yeah, yeah,
business, right?
yes,
All right. So do you do that in school?
yes, I do.
You cook in school for
Mm,
people?
Yes, I don't cook, but I do like small chops, samosa, spring roll. Yeah.
That's nice. All right. So, my first question for you is: have you ever felt guilty for taking a break, even when you're exhausted?
No, because you always deserve a break. Like yes, because it is always overwhelming. The business is you have to just keep going so that you stay relevant.
Yeah.
Everybody wants you to like come every time and like do your thing the way you used to do it, but it's not always as easy as they think
not.
it is. From the money to the setup to everything, it's quite crazy.
But you know, be firewood.
Well, you know, before I would.
Okay. So, second question for you is: why has hustle culture become so glorified in recent years? That is, why do you think people glorify hustling, especially in Lagos, in like most western parts of Nigeria? Why has hustle become so glorified?
So the thing is, everybody is trying to be financially independent,
Yeah.
and you will not always run to people every time you need something. You always want to do these things yourself, and thankfully, most of us have supporting parents. But sometimes you cannot, you just don't want to kill them with your billing, and so you just start things up yourself, try to push things yourself because most times they won't give you money for
Oh.
those for those essentials that you know is essential. So and just want to make things work for yourself. So I feel like you have to just hustle. If you want to make it, you hustle. Yeah.
All right. So, how do you balance hustling, cooking, alongside your education?
Hell. See, yeah. That one is a very big question. You see, the thing is, the first thing you always remember is that why are you here?
Yeah.
You're in school first before you became a yeah. So the thing is, I always try to like give it gap. School first. Sometimes I just take like a whole week to like plan my thing for the cooking and everything, then continue back to school like after everything because I don't want it to like meddle with school and because it's always very hard to shuffle.
It is.
Things like it gets confusing at times too because you always want to have time for this, have time for that. No matter how much you try to keep time or save time for one thing, it will always enter the other. So always set like good time for yourself so you'll be able to make things work.
That's nice. So, what is one habit you can adopt to avoid burnout while staying productive?
I think setting realistic goals.
Yes.
I feel like if you think you just come up with one thing and I want to make this work, no matter how hard you try, it won't work. Sometimes people say, okay, I would read my book every night and eventually you end
You
up
slept
sleeping.
off.
So just do things that work for you. if you want to cultivate habits that would not spoil your daily routine. I'm sorry, I don't go a day without like looking at my screen, scrolling through the net and stuff. So it is like an essential. So just set goals that you know that you'll be able to achieve. Yes. So
So, what challenge have you like faced ever since you started this business? Like, can you just like narrate a bit of the story? Give us a background story, anything that you faced while
okay.
trying to like get through this business.
I don't want to say Tinombu, but most times people don't get the opportunity to understand financial literacy,
Yes.
and it is a big ordeal like in the business world. You see, the thing is, the hike in price every time, like you want to buy this, it just boom, it's one price that you were not expecting. So budgeting, you have to re-budget every time. You have to make sure that you are not spending like on irrelevant things that will not help the business. So you are just like, oh, I want to do this, you want to do that. Sometimes even when you want to like, let me say, refurnish your business, like give it a new look, but you just know that this money is just,
Economy.
yes, it's just too much for you,
Yes.
and it can be very, very tiring and annoying. But who are we go push now?
So that's like just like the challenge that you faced so far
So far,
in
yes.
the business,
Yes.
the economy.
Yes.
God help us.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, so what are some success stories that came from embracing the hustle?
Hmm. That one look far, but yeah.
Success stories.
You see, how would I say this? The thing is, the first thing is, most times when you start doing things and in the middle you say that more you don't think this thing will work, yes, but like you just believe and keep praying, and sometimes you just cry and God, please, I really want this to happen for me, and it happens. Like God just takes control. Yeah, so that's why I don't really know how to like explain how, yes, but all glory to God.
Okay, one last question. So, what advice do you have for students who are also entrepreneurs who want to start a cooking business or just a random business? How do they find balance, or how do they go about it?
So we are two types of entrepreneur. There's entrepreneurs and there's entrepreneurs. So don't start a business because you are broke and you just want to make money for the time being,
Okay.
because you squander.
Yes.
That one is normal. Those are the entrepreneurs. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, always learn to save. Always learn to be able to take risk, even when you know that it is an obvious risk. Learn to note that no matter what happens, it will come back.
Yes.
It will come back. Just tell yourself, if I work hard, it will come back. So just
Get rewarded.
give it time, relax, and don't dip your hand inside. Don't say I'll return it. don't say I'll return it. So yeah, so basically that's just it. Don't be a entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Afsat.
Thank you
As
very
you've
much.
all heard, learn to take risks when it comes to businesses. Do not be scared of what is to come. So that is all for today's episode. Till we meet again next time, my name remains Mercy Adelusi. Thank you. Bye.